Hello, hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody is doing relatively okay. Tonight would be the night of our regular progression series, but unfortunately for us, Miss Mori's power is uh, insufficiently is not stable tonight, as I'm sure you may have seen. So we obviously can't do that. Do the progression series if she's not able to be here. So instead, we're going to do some more Masochist. Because I do enjoy some good Masochist. Oop, that's not the right game. What are you folks up to this evening? I am of course here, but I've had a very, I think, reasonable rest of the day. I am tired, but looking forward to doing this as a way to end my evening in a way that's going to be nice and relaxing. Now, don't mistake relaxing for successful. This is not going to be incredibly successful at being. Well, for most people, it might not be chill. I am comfortable enough losing that I don't mind. It's just a game, ultimately. And I don't mind just if it's just a game, I can't really mind it. Well, I can, clearly. An age gate. That's not a. It occurs to me. Y'all don't need to know all that. Alright. Oh, did we hit a new season and reset? Darn. That's unfortunate. Alright, attempt number 2. A new world, a new try. We'll go first. Going first is usually better. Ooh, don't love this hand. Wait. Oh, this is not. Uh-oh. Oops. This is not the, this is actually my personal, uh, Masochist deck and not the one that I've been doing on stream. Oops. We'll swap in just a moment. Oh, no, we're losing this. If they have anything, we lose this. Yeah. No. Ooh, am I distracted tonight? Okay, let's try this again, shall we? One more time. That one. Whew. Alright. Better. Hey, we only got kicked back down to bronze, bottom of bronze with the update. That's good. Let's try this. Alright, this is a much better deck. Okay. I think we Kalima. Then just pass. Yeah. I could have gone for Soma, but Soma doesn't do anything for me here, really. Oh, I should have set Dark Horizon, though. Hmm. Okay. We're doing Unizombie things. Are we just on zombies plural? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Because this doesn't care about what the rest of it are doing. It does. They're doing zombie world stuff, so everything's zombies, and that's supposed to make things weird, but it doesn't affect what's happening here. All of these very zombie things. I don't think we have an answer to all the very zombie things, but, well, Swords of Concealing Light could do the trick if it worked. But I don't actually know if the deck ends on a spell negate. Okay. Sure. They failed to kill me. Do they even have a way to kill me? No. No. Oh, Baldur Drop. So what I'm seeing is... Uh-huh. Okay. That's probably my life right there, but I had to try. Neither of these are tuners or anything, so they might be going into a link play? Yeah. But what are they doing? Okay, this could be good. I don't love this being me as turn 1, but it could be good nonetheless. I don't like them letting me go turn 1, period, actually. Huh? We're doing Sky Striker control, maybe? Yup. fine. Oh, I mean, I don't love them popping their thing before I got to do anything with it, but that's fine. Are they gonna try to FDK me? Is that what's happening here? Do they have the last 700? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Next game! We're gonna win one tonight. We're definitely gonna win one tonight. Time to duel! Theoretically. This is... Okay. Let's see what they got. Okay. What's my 8 here? It's... Alright, I got a second one. Crimson Blader is probably the choice here. Great. They have a response of some kind. They just chose not to use it. It doesn't do anything on special summon. Okay. Second main, we set some cell traps. Which are they doing? No, I think we're good. Yeah, it wouldn't have helped. I sort of figured they would go for monsters just because that's the actually threatening card. The question is, where do we go from here even? That's a 1. I took out my 4. I think I just... summon Mad Hacker, I guess? You can still widespread ruin if something goes wrong. Sure. Yes? Uh-huh. Okay. They've targeted my Orochi, which has 400 attacks, so I need to choose something with less. Which realistically means it needs to be like Researcher. Do I have any of these that I can special? No. And all of them are tuners too, which is a little unfortunate. Are there any of these that I dare try? Ooh, Spider Orchid. Hold on. Yeah, Spider Orchid. Because Spider Orchid I could scale with Paratrio. At least in theory. They really just conceded because I had... Wow. Alright, time to get some cards. Hey, I ain't gonna complain. Oh, new accessories. Let's go ahead and spend some money on these temporaries. The thing is, if we don't do this, then we're gonna hit the cap on how many on coins, and I would rather not do that. Yeah, I'll apply Dark Law. Dark Law is cool. It's a Power Ranger. We're not doing any of these. Sorry, gang. Master Pack. Ooh, a new level 4. This is, or new rank 4. This is generic. That's interesting. Monster in your possession is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon this. That's... Hello! We did! We won one match. We're doing great. Da 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 da. Theoretically usable. Funny. Funny. I would be super tempted to play. Turnabout. No, that's probably too niche. Tackle Crusader is fun, but not, probably not necessarily at this stage. It's got a lot of utility is the thing. For hire. Muskets. More fright first stuff. I think I still don't have the cards to make fright furs matter. Namely, I don't have a fright for, like, any proper things. No, of course you do, because Crazy Box is hilarious. Spear Shark and Delta Tri. No. Delta Tri is not getting played. Spear Shark could be played in a different deck, but we're not it. Let's glance at this fright. The fright for Fluffle stuff one more time, I think. And that's the only real card out of these I want to consider. I could consider Tricorn. It is another tuner in addition to everything else. Could probably replace Justicia. See, that's unfortunate. You should be allowed to have fun more often. But also, I have encountered the exact same problem, so I totally feel you. Yeah, I think we say no on Tricorn. We don't have a lot of monsters with a matching type or attribute to anything. Because it's the kind of deck we are, we just don't have that kind of, like, congruity. I do think we also run Crazy Box in place of Code Igniter. Oh, it's just a better card. Even if it can't attack, it's a big wall. Let's go again, then. We're doing actually reasonably normally well. Yeah, the problem is, like, you still need all the staples, which are all, like, QRs and such. Yeah, see, like, all the stupid enablers, like, the stupid generic enablers are all URs. So Yuya's a UR, that super heavy Piper dude, whose name I can't remember for the life of me. He's a UR. She? I don't know. It's the super heavy samurai pendulum Piper dude. Okay, this is gonna look silly. And they're gonna think I'm like something crazy, like a stun player, but no, it's just what we gotta do. Oh, they're playing a real deck. Yeah. No, we can try. It's probably over. Okay, it's definitely over. But we have, like, 2 points of interaction. Yeah, but yeah, like, the stupidest decks you could be playing are reasonably good now. And require a decent, reasonable amount of, like, URs and the like. Y'all. This is Bringer for the win. We're still gonna lose, but we're gonna pretend we're doing stuff on the way. Nice. I know, right? It's just a normal summon negate, and it's repeat. It's not like it's a. It's kind of great. I love it. It's also so niche that it's funny. You can't be mad about this card. There's simply no way to be mad about this card. Oh, also, I probably should have had a thing on so I could actually respond to any of these effects. It occurs to me. No, they have a single 3200 guy. Yeah. It's very good in Genesis. I don't think we can say the same for, like, actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Yet. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the OCG, really. Um, and to be honest, I'm only kind of sort of following the TCG. Um, much more closely than I was like a year ago, but you know, still only so much, paying so much attention. What if we just negate? Yeah. We've lost also, just for sure. B2B, what's the pun here? Yeah. Alright, that's unsurprising. Now we move on. We knew we didn't really stand a chance against it, we just had to try anyway. Aha. Okay. No. Doesn't... Wait, hold on. No, now we actually have to decide if that counted. Because the rule certainly is if they disconnect before we play a card. That's fair. I usually just like... I watch MBT. This is really basically... On YouTube is basically... like my primary source. And then there are a couple of you know, there's and a handful of other like YouTubers. Okay. So I wouldn't count this if it was a disconnect, for sure. The question we now have on our hands is, they did surrender. So, while if they disconnected before playing a card, it wouldn't count. If they surrender before playing a card, do we consider that a countable win? And I'm thinking we do. Yeah. Our opponent... So, it's the difference between... if our opponent disconnects, then it's... then it's not their fault necessarily. Like, it wasn't a game. If they choose to surrender, they made a choice to not continue. For one reason or another. It may be a good reason, it may not, but they made a choice to not continue with the game. So we'll count it. Okay, that's useful. I don't know if it's good enough. Yeah, exactly. Does this also affect regular spells played to the pendulum zone? Obviously, it affects pendulum monsters played as pendulum spells. But does it affect regular spells in those zones as well? I don't know. That vastly determines the playability of that as a card, but I don't know. We may have to experiment with that. Ah, it's a ritual? We aren't. Sorry. No. Noble Arms Caliburn. Yeah, same. Wait, a second Adamantipator. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. The real question is, are they counted as pendulum zones if they don't have pendulums in them? Because if they're not considered pendulum zones, if they're just considered spell and trap zones, but not pendulum zones until they have pendulums in them, that's the thing. Adamantium Seeker seems like it could be a good inclusion, but I don't know if it actually does things. That's not... No. Your opponent draws a card, also banish a Pyro. I don't think I have Pyros in the deck. Sprind would be real useful in a whole lot better deck. Also appreciate you for checking, because it's such a weird niche question, I have no idea what it means. I don't... Lockout Guard. This is bad. Well, it's not the worst card we've played. Might be the worst card we play currently if we do play it. That's what I suspected. So it's really quite bad, actually. Lockout Guard is actually not bad. I could do that. Gorg. Gorg the Strong. No. No Bean Soldier. No. Probably. No. No. Alright, we have a couple of quick things to check in terms of possible things that could be usable, but for the most part, I think this one's a dud. Okay, first thing we need to check. Do we have other Speedroids? No other Speedroids. Cool. Means we don't care about that card. I know we have Researcher. Do we have other rock non-tuners? We don't have level 4 or lower rock non-tuners we're playing. We could if we ran Tackle Crusader. Yeah, for sure. But I don't think... Oh no, that actually is kind of tempting. Tackle Crusader is good enough to consider. Even if I wouldn't really consider it good enough to play most of the time. But if I have 2 cards that can effectively search it, like, it effectively turns... It's a small synergy package, but it's a genuine small synergy package, and so it's worth considering. It would probably replace Pitting Sessor. And then the Seeker would probably replace, like, probably Reptilian Lamia. Or, no, more likely Justicia. I don't have any that I need Justicia specific for, right? No. No. Yeah, I think it's more valuable than just having this package is more valuable than having Justicia or Pitting Sessur is. So I'm down to at least try it. Are there any other rock monsters that we should be rock level 4 or lowers that we should be considering here? Not really, no, is the short answer. Technically, the Dark is a rock monster, but we're not fusing. So no. I think this is a good reasonable thing to try, though. Because Tackle Crusader does represent some card management. Like, it prevents them from doing some stuff, which is useful. Yeah, I'm actually quite comfortable with this. I think this is a good change. Were there any other cards that I maybe should have cut instead? No. I think we're good. I would have considered the Speedroid more, but we're still in a place where, while I can occasionally pull off pendulum plays, my pendulums, I still desperately need my pendulums to do something more than just be a pendulum scale. I can't afford to be playing cards just because they are pendulums. So I suppose if I reevaluated the deck as a whole and realized that I could play basically just pendulums and have a good start, then, or like the good basis of a deck, then that would be a different conversation. Yeah? How'd you like them? That seems like it would work very well for dinos. Because I know that one of the problems with pendulums is that you have to have a certain probably could be good. Like you do like a Sabersaurus or like a Cavazals as your normal summon, right? As your like vanilla. Ew. Sorry. Baron? Ew. Why are you doing this, dude? You... Ew. Well, but like, Sword Soul has plenty of cool things it can do just by itself. You don't need Baron to do cool things in Sword Soul. Sword Soul. You could do such cooler things in Sword Soul. Okay, there is a lock on these cards. Yeah, you can't special summon non-Valence except from the extra deck. So what we need to do is we need to first set Knights and try to play Mech Knight Red Moon. Okay. Both of these have the same lock. That's unfortunate. Wait, I can still do this? Won't it just be negated? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That's not good, because one of the things I was kind of hoping to do is bait out their removal with these Valence creatures and then normal summon Tackle Crusader so that I might actually be able to do something with another, with like a Xyz guy. In my current position, though, we kind of have to go Crazy Box. Crazy Box can't attack. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go combat first. Blow up the spirit we can. Then main 2. We're gonna send Tackle Crusader. Sure. Is it permanent? Okay, just until end of this turn. It may as well negate the called by then. Fast. Should have set the Dimension Slice instead of the Vulcan Knights. I could have played this better. Because if I'd set the Dimension Slice, then I could have activated it off of the Crazy Box summon. Maybe killed the Baron with the Crazy Box. Oh yeah, I have no monsters in my yard because they banished my Tackle Crusader. That's funny. My target for this is already gone. So really just looking for material, and we're gonna try and negate. Ugh, fine. I think we're good to do this here. Sure, use your Baron on my crazy box. That's fine with me. I didn't have anything more to do with that anyway. It means you can't stop my making Goyo Predator. Not that I can actually kill you and your stuff with Goyo Predator. But I feel like putting it out there anyway, just because it's a better blocker than these two. Ugh. I've lost this game. This is gonna be a turn or two for them to actually kill me. Yeah, sure. Like, it doesn't... Just... Yeah. I'm glad you found a way to actually... Well, it could have... There's a world where it was winnable. I made, I think, a critical error. Why did they not just kill me? It felt winnable at points, but I made one error. And they actually played smartly instead of just, you know, firing negates at everything. So yeah, it was winnable, but also, why did I hit second? I just hit it on act. Ah. Okay, this is actually a totally reasonable hand. This is totally reasonable hand. I can Primineral Congrate whatever they do this first turn. Follow it up with either a Justice Bringer or a Quarantine, depending on what I'm feeling. Would have been better if I'd been first, but we can try it for sure. We can do it for sure. Yep. Huh? For sure. Gotta admit, Yu-Gi-Oh knows how to do art now. I think probably the play of Quarantine or Justice Bringer is probably Justice Bringer, because there's not a whole lot I can do about Timaeus besides work around it. Because I can't pop it. I think I do try for the pop first, though. It's nah. Have a good night. The Timaeus is unaffected, so there's no point in targeting it. It's better to clear out the rest of the field. I have to seriously consider whether I want to do Justice Bringer or Quarantine. Again, I know I said I would probably do Justice Bringer, but no, here, tell you what we're gonna do. They're still only at 2. Let's see if they're willing to trade. It can be destroyed. Yup. So now we go Quarantine, set Dark Horizon, and return to the normal. And now we actually have a game. Because if they're playing the newer style of Dark Magician, I don't know how much they can actually do if they can't summon their Timaeus cards. Like, clearly they can make Demod, but they already spent all their material for a Demod. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that worked. I'm so surprised that worked. We did it. That was actually like a proper just win. That felt so good. Okay, Master Pack. Let's see if we can get anything better than last couple times. The last couple times have been pretty trash. One way to find out. Oh no. Okay, so Vanquish Soul only. A normal monster, that's bad. Also bad. We're not summoning rituals or fusions. Neither are we playing Morphronics, sorry. This doesn't seem actually good. Like, theoretically it's infinite material, but it's not... It's too low level to be super useful for, like, synchro summoning. And it's not like I'm running rank 1 creatures or a whole lot of links. I feel like this is bad. It does let me... That's a point. I'll think about it. No. Hold on. This is just if you control effectively, for me, a fiend or spellcaster, special a fiend or spellcaster? That actually sounds kind of playable. Like, surprisingly playable. Let's take a look at what we get from these legacy packs. I'm not opening them one by one. No, we're not doing Jinza. Oh. Yeah, no. This is bad. That's a normal monster. That's a ritual for one of the oldest ritual monsters in the game. That's not good. Neat that they did a paladin for these guys, but, like, no. No question mark? It's definitely not the worst card I've ever considered running, but it's definitely not good either. Let's take a look at what we have. Okay. So, fiends and spellcasters. What are we looking at here? I know we have enough dark spellcasters that we've looked at Dark Horizon in the past. Or that we've been running Dark Horizon. We have 1, 2... 3... 4 spellcasters? Am I really not running no fiends? Oh, I have... 2 fiends and another 3 spellcasters in the extra. This is specifically from hand, yeah? Sorry. So, it's a card, while a very good card, I don't think I can run it. Unlike Dark Horizon, which pulls from deck, which is what makes it usable, this requires I have one of my 4 spellcasters in hand, as well as having a different spellcaster on field, which spellcaster on field is not too hard for this deck, but having a spellcaster on field as well as a spellcaster in hand as well as this separate card is a bit of a ask. I'm gonna bookmark this because I don't want to lose it. There's some very real alternative worlds where if this deck becomes a little bit more fiend or spellcaster focused, that becomes an incredible card. But I don't think it's good for right now. Which brings us to our other considered inclusion. Graveyard of Wandering Souls. So here's the thing. I like him. He was always fun to use. Anyway, now that we're done looking at the thing, I don't like Graveyard of Wandering Souls. The thing is, if it didn't have this hard once of just like you can get, it's a negate attack, is what this card boils down to. It's a singular negate attack. We have several cards that can be used as negate attacks, but also have other utility. The graveyard is just like a single attack negate. To be fair, a single attack negate each turn, but most decks we're going to be going up against aren't going to be playing a long enough game for each turn to matter on that. So I think I am going to pass on that one for now. Wait, hold on. I totally forgot I was going to consider this card. And you know what? No, I don't think it's worth it. It's really just protects itself and technically my Mad Hacker. I don't think it's worth it to run. So, all that done. Wait, were there anything else I was considering? I feel like there was one other thing I was looking at. Oh, I was looking at the Sinful Spoils and I decided against it, right? Yeah. Okay. Time for another duel. We might actually get up to silver tonight. Going first. Okay. This is a reasonable turn one. Putting this in attack position is not the greatest to do, but if they're able to clear my board, they're going to be able to do it regardless, frankly. And normal summoning it means that I can have potential counterplay when they do go to deal with it. Or if they don't deal with it, for whatever reason. Neos! Yup. This is the part where the fact we don't have any actual interaction is going to get us in trouble here. All is well. We were expecting that to die. Oh, he loses a few more life points. Oh, they're just going to end phase. Okay. Does Rainbow Neos actually have any protection? No. Oh, it's not actually in the spell and trap grade zone, it's in the field spell zone, that's fine. Zaborg! I am just now realizing that special summoning Zaborg means I don't actually get its effect. Oh well. I can tune him. To get something probably more valuable. Anyway, we're gonna go fetch this Goyo. We're gonna go special our Goyo Predator. I really would have liked to blow up that Rainbow Neos, but that's just a misplay on our part. We actually have one of these in our collection, we're just not running him. I'm gonna hope that they're gonna try and break my board, play a board breaker here, whether a spell trap wipe or a monster wipe. Cause then I can Huge Revolution is over and blow it out. Because if I remember correctly, like, Neos is not the intended end board of this deck. Like, sure, it's a 4,500 attack point monster, and that's certainly something. But it's not what the deck is actually necessarily looking for. Oh, we're using for Plasma. For Escuridado. Okay. So they're planning to just run me over to kill me. That's honestly probably the most reasonable thing they could do. And given what they did, they could have done it whether or not I played correctly or not. It actually doesn't matter. or it didn't matter. Doesn't that's not an excuse, but it is nonetheless true. Okay, next try. We're gonna attempt to get to silver today. And I think we could have a chance of doing it. Ooh, Banisher's a good card. If we were going first, that'd be incredible. Seeker is... None of the rest of this is remarkable. It's just that Banisher is good enough to be like, oh, this is good. To make the hand feel good on its own. This person's named themselves Seto Kaiba? How'd they manage to pull that one? Alright. Regular Archfiend stuff. Huh? Huh? Okay, this is... Honestly... I was expecting so much worse, frankly. Like, I can play this Banisher and not feel embarrassed by it. I was kind of expecting this to just turn into well, I guess we're playing Banisher, and probably immediately dying. But no. Now they actually have to play, like, smart and try and hit me before removing my try and hit me to remove my Banisher instead of what they otherwise might do. Which we know people aren't smart enough to do. We know they're not smart enough to actually, like... Right? Surely, surely. Surely they'll try to pop. Ooh. If they go for Bone Archfiend... No, they won't. Yeah. No. Okay, that's unfortunate. We're probably going to need to return to the normal whatever they do next. Or whatever they attempt to... Yeah, whenever they... Yeah. Okay, here's the thing, doing it now would not be helpful, because it would just kill my own guy. I have to activate it at a time that it would get more of theirs than mine, or else it's not worth playing. Yeah, see, that's still got the problem. Second hot red? No, that doesn't... Ugh. Yeah, unfortunate, but not really anything to be done about it. See, if it would let me if it would have let me activate on red Resonator's summon, then it would have meant something. As is, we're pretty dead on board. We can bring out Mech Knight Red Moon. Sure. Normal summon Hannibal. What is it that I could... No, we're not making that here. Battle. Battle. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Can we make anything happen here? Yeah. Just to cause some minor issues. Well, this is game. Probably. Had to try. We gave it our best effort. But we were kind of betting on them trying to actually remove our guy, and that's not a safe bet against that deck. That deck is a very combat-focused deck, which I do like. It's not always very common for... Yeah. We're probably losing here, but we've got to put the starting pieces on the board to try. Yep. If they're gonna end, we're gonna take. I ain't got any problem with that. Question is, what do we do with it? Oh, we could Grimson. Kind of shocked Grimson's still in this deck, honestly. I kind of forgot he was here. He can probably leave at this point. This doesn't do anything if it hits their graveyard, which is good to know. I think we do Grimstone just to... no. Let's just... Yeah. We're gonna gamble. Battle. Pass. Please try to blow up my board. Da da da. They're just kind of going. Alright, that's something. Uh-huh. Are you gonna try and blow up my board? Please try and blow up my board. No? Ah, gonna take revenge on your own betraying creature, are ya? Widespread Ruin. That's a perfect card for this situation. Does this have a negate anywhere on it? No. Do I have a 5 that I would like to go into here? I know I have a 5, but do I want to go into it? Might as well? We're gonna say might as well. Yeah, change. Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. It's fine. Yeah! Blow it up! Yeah! Yes! Okay, we have 32 cards in deck. We can activate this effect and genuinely, theoretically find our guy. No! In the order of my choice, I think we have to pick... 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the summon here? Oh, we can go up to a 7. Yeah. I think we do. Yeah. And Chidori's far superior to our plant guy. Chidori, to battle! And now we're on the winning side of this game. Sure, yeah. We're potting for hope. We're potting for hope here, really. Do we have a plan for this Cloud Dragon? No. Oh, well, that'll close out the game. Quarantine versus a Galaxy Eyes deck? Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. So we're not going to be able to get all the way up to silver, but that's fine. We've had some good games. We've gotten up to bronze 1 again. I am pleased with this evening. Please be good. Please be good. Green Baboon. Galaxy Knight. Some of these are decent. Hold on. That's bad. That's also bad. That's also kind of bad. Bad? No. No. That's too specific. This is also bad. No. Oh, that's all of them. Okay, all of them were bad. Legacy tickets. Please. No. No. Funny, but no. Okay, hold on. Okay, now, hold on. If I went back... I would really love to be playing this card. It would let me get Zaborg off at instant speed. It would let me get it would let me get Grimson off on the field at instant speed. If I were still running Scarlet Scourge, it would let me get Scarlet Scourge on the battlefield at instant speed. Not that that would be particularly useful, besides to just mess with attacks. Oh, I really want to be able to run this. I just can't. It's the 2-card problem again, where it's a card that literally is only useful if I have one of a handful of other cards in my deck already in my hand. And I just can't count on that enough to want to be running that kind of card. On the market, though, I do really want to be playing it. One other thing. I do really think we ran into that situation earlier where we really kind of wanted a lower level synchro monster, and I really do think that the Circle of Fairies probably doesn't cut it. So I'm pretty comfortable swapping Circle for Hastor. I don't make it often, but there's enough hands where it's like... I don't know, it seems better than some other options. I can't make it very frequently, but if I'm stuck with a Roshi and a 3, for example, I don't know. I don't actually like Hastor either. It was really that... Oh, we do have this other 1 and 3. I still don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't do anything. Can't use those. Can't use any of this Red Dragon Archfiend stuff. Which means realistically we're already playing most of the possible synchros we could be. Are there any Ixies or Link monsters that we should be playing instead? No, no, no. Volksaurus is already in. No, no, no. Da da da. Yeah, I think I don't have other great options. I think I'm actually running decently good options for what it is right now. All things considered. No, this is not useful for us, isn't it? Yeah. Alright then. That's fine. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been a great evening. Thank you all so much for joining me. I have had a great time this evening. We finished everything we were doing over the course of last week. So we're going to be starting some new stuff on Sunday. Please look forward to what will probably be Mirror's Edge, if I can get it working. And if not, we will see. I have some other options, but we will see. And then on Monday, we're going to be doing Killer Frequency. It is a horror game wherein you are playing a radio host in a small town. I'm quite looking forward to it. I hope you all will too. If you're not already, please feel free to follow me, and if you want the most up-to-date updates on what we're going to be doing, you can find those through the Discord links, either pinned in chat or in the channel description. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been good to have you. I hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.